Hello, Modified Rabbit here. Pardon my hair color. I'm in the process of waiting until after Halloween because of the Beetlejuice look that I'm doing for Halloween before I re-dye it. This video is for my Patreon, and for those of you that don't really want to read down below everything that's going on with that, I wanted to say hello first of all and welcome, and that I hope that my awkwardness on camera doesn't scare some of you away. But yeah, I don't really tend to do a script thing for anything that I do video wise. But let's get to it. I am a male alternative model. I like to do a lot of fantasy looks, androgynous looks, a whole bunch of different stuff, horror and macabre type stuff, pardon me, gothic and whatnot. As you can tell, I am totally up for wearing makeup, and my hair is long. This is my actual hair. So I have very long hair. I do a lot of my modeling. Most of the looks that I do are looks that I came up with, or themes that I came up with myself. I do get paid occasionally by a photographer that wants me to do something that they want me to do, or something like that. And a lot of the time though, a lot of my shoots are trade work, so they're not paid. I'm not paid, and it's just kind of like a collaboration of art, and that's kind of what it is to me. Is I get to do art using myself, and I really enjoy it. And so I've been thinking about it for a while to make a Patreon, because I figured, why not, I may as well, because I'm going to be doing the shoots anyway. It just takes a long time sometimes to gather if I want to do it properly, and I do want to do it properly. But I figured, why not make a Patreon, because then maybe the people that actually would like to support me or help get the shoots going along faster, or better quality or anything, would like to see better quality from me, would love to take part in helping with that, and seeing photos sooner. I know I get a lot of interest whenever I am prepping for a shoot. I'll make photos and stuff, and of my process, and people will, oh, I can't wait to see them. So I figured, well, why not do the Patreon, so I could, maybe help that further along faster, and maybe up the quality. The quality right now for my shoots is actually pretty decent. The banner, if I don't already have it up now, I will. The banner for my Patreon will have some shots from past shoots that I've done that are really nice. I intend to upgrade not only like the makeup that I use, but the wardrobe that I get, and hopefully get some better work out of that way. And I intend to, for reward wise, I do intend to do a few physical rewards. A lot of the rewards are going to be more getting to see like behind the scenes stuff better, my process for prepping for a shoot, like getting to see a lot of the stuff that I'm getting for it. I don't like to post a lot of what I'm getting for it usually, because I don't want someone getting the same exact things and managing to get to around to doing the shoot before I do. So there'll be a lot of behind the scenes type stuff that you would get, and you'd get to see photos before everybody else. I also intend on saving photos, like some really nice ones, specifically for patrons, instead of posting them publicly. Like, I'll probably only post, I'll be starting to post only like 1 or 2 publicly, maybe 3, and then saving the rest for either posting the Patreon first for like a month ahead of before everybody else gets to see them publicly, and then there will be a couple that I plan to do that are special, for just the patrons. And those special photos, for anybody that doesn't know me that's coming to my page, I do not do nudes. I don't like to do implied nudes. I am a little bit of a prude when it comes to nudity. I like to keep it offline and with just my partner that I'm with at the time, or just to myself if I'm not with somebody at the time. I am totally up for doing a, I guess, what you would call fetish type stuff, as long as it doesn't involve like a bunch of nudity, like leather stuff and whatnot. I harnesses over some things and whatnot. That's stuff I actually do plan to do at some point. Some more pose wise, you know, some sensual type poses and stuff. And I often again, for those of you that don't know me, I often have multiple layers of clothing on for shoots because I love wardrobe. A proper wardrobe in a shoot, I think it makes it really awesome. And I probably, for some of those special photos, end up stripping off a little bit of the top layers of the clothing that I have. Again, no nudity will be in there, but you know, with the posing and doing that, there'll be a lot more of a sensual look and, you know, stuff like that. So the photos that I do, again, like I said, vary from something extremely effeminate to where you probably can't tell what gender I am, to stuff that's a little more masculine, and it's fairly clear, other than, you know, my somewhat my effeminate looking face, which I can't really help that, but other than that, you know, it's the outfit and everything in there is very clear that it's a more masculine look, so it's not really much of a confusing thing when it comes to that. But if you haven't seen any of those, you can always take my Facebook page and go and check out any of my photos. I also have my artwork on there, so pardon if you see anything that you don't really care for, because I do all sorts of artwork, and I do commission artwork, which means I do some artwork that, you know, that some people probably wouldn't agree with, group wise or whatever, religious, I don't know. I do a whole bunch of different kinds of artwork, so yeah. So yeah, I really hope to gain at least a little. I don't expect any support, honestly, because I always kind of down myself a little bit when it comes to big projects or something like that, and getting any sort of help whatsoever, even though I end up getting surprised usually with that. I don't know why I down myself so much with that, but hopefully if I do get some support for my shoots and whatnot, I can make even better quality stuff for you guys to enjoy. And the prints, like the physical stuff, like the prints for the rewards, I hope that those will be enjoyed as well. And anybody that just so happens to get like the very upper tiers, there's only a couple spots for those, anybody that manages to get those, I hope that those are enjoyed as well. And I would love to just get to, you know, get to do that for somebody, you know, if you actually go and look at the tiers for that. I'd love to get to do that for someone and have special photos just for them, and even like some of the mid-tier with the video saying thank you and stuff, and in the look that I have for that month, or that look or whatever for that shoot, getting to kind of sort of interact with you guys a little more, that'd be great. And yeah, so I hope that we can create lots of fun things together. I hope that you enjoy my work, and if you don't, I'm so sorry. But you know, not everything is for everybody, so that's totally understandable. But yeah, and if you want to even just donate $1, I do have that option. And you know, I want to set up a Discord for everybody that's, you know, wants to just keep in touch with me for that kind of stuff, and maybe get a specific thank you out of me or whatever. I would very much appreciate any sort of help whatsoever, because I'm a budget person usually, so with my shopping on trying to get stuff for shoots, so I can use a very low amount of money for a lot. So yeah, so any little bit helps. And if you can't donate at all, sharing, or you know, sharing my stuff, my YouTube videos, anything like that, to especially the Patreon, will help a lot. Especially if you have a lot of followers or something, I definitely would appreciate the share. And if you can donate, even if like a small portion of the people on my that are following my social media donated just the dollar portion a month, I would be able to do so much with that, with just like that small percentage of people donating there, because I have a good chunk of followers. For me anyways, I don't have like massive amounts of followers like some people do, but you know, for me, a good few thousand is quite a bit, and you know, a small portion of them being able to donate just $1 a month is like, that's a lot for me to work with, since again, I can do on a budget. So any little bit helps, even sharing and everything, or getting the word around and stuff. So I'm gonna quit babbling, and I hope you enjoy the stuff that I put out on my Patreon, and if you aren't a patron, I hope that you enjoy the stuff that I put out publicly. So bye.